Thank you, God, for everyone that was here and for all the snacks and for everyone that came in and for us opening the doors and for Pastor Aaron and for everything else. Amen. Amen.
Anybody else want to pray?
Me.
Go
I
ahead.
want to do it again.
You can pray again.
That's it? Wait, I love you, God.
Amen.
Amen.
I love you, God.
And Jesus.
That's good.
Oh, God, he goes.
But listen to Jason describe the animals and shout your answer. Don't be scared to shout.
Man gave names to all the animals from the beginning of the dawn.
Cheers.
Man gave names to all the animals
Go.
in the beginning, a long time ago. Man gave names to all the animals in the beginning, a long time ago. See what an animal wrestled his eyes, slithering his way through the grass. He saw him disappear by a tree away.
A snake! That's the end of the song.
Why did you say snake?
He's leaving it up to you.
He said climb a tree. Disappear through the grass.
All right, who's my first reader?
Me? Oh, cool. That's cool. Okay. Hey, that's what we're going.
All right. April,
No, take it off. No. Hey, I need my mic. Where you go?
You get it back later when we sing another song.
Okay, his name is Jairus, and that's how you
Jairus was a Jewish
religious.
leader who worshipped God and thought gods were to others. One day,
Terrible.
terrible trouble came to
Jairus.
Jairus. He is the daughter, only 12 years old, got sick. It seemed nobody could help her. It was a bad sickness. Jairus knew the girl was dying.
Okay. All right.
So sad!
Thank you for that commentary. All right, let's go on. Let's see what's happening. So Jairus had a daughter who was very, very sick. Okay, second reader.
Only one person could help Jairus stop. Jairus set out to find Jesus and bring him back to his house. Jairus, probably not his religious friends, did not approve of Jesus. But Jairus didn't care. He had to get help quickly before he started out.
All right. So Jairus didn't care that other people didn't believe in Jesus. He needed Jesus really badly. Okay. All right. Reader number 3. There is no reader number 3. Okay. All right. Okay. Back to reader number 1 now.
Oh, number 4.
Huh? Oh, number 4. Oh, yeah. How many? Oh, we have 4 and 5. Okay. Reader number 4.
Okay. What's his name again?
Jairus.
Jairus found Jesus
Surrounded.
surrounded by people. He knelt at Jesus' feet by little daughter lies at the point of death.
Desperate.
Man
Yeah.
begged, come and lay your hands on her, that she may be healed, and she will live.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So this story seems to be getting worse and worse. Jairus found Jesus, and he said, Jesus, 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 please come and help me. Okay, let's go on. See what happens next. Okay.
Read number 5.
Number 5.
Ain't it go? No, I was number. No,
That was number 4. Yeah, number 3.
Can you close this?
Okay.
Jairus went.
Jesus went with Jairus.
Jesus went with Jairus,
Mm-hmm.
but they could not move quickly because of the
Huge.
huge crowd. One
What?
One lady.
One lady.
Third one.
One lady had been very sick for 12 long years. She had gone to all the doctors
And spent all
and
her money.
spent all her money without getting help. Oh, how she wanted to see Jesus.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So on the way to Jairus' house, a woman saw Jesus, and she'd been sick. How long? How long had she been sick?
12 years.
12 years.
Well, it's time for church to start.
Oh, time for church. All right. Let's
Just
say
click the X,
if I can find it.
upper right-hand corner.
Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Back to reader number 1. Okay.
Okay. Hi, Bug.
Hi, Bug. That's not part of the story.
What would the lady do? If only I may touch his clothes, I shall be made well. The lady muttered. She inched her way towards Jesus, then scratched out her hand. She touched Jesus' robe.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this woman was so afraid. She was afraid to walk up to Jesus, but she thought, if I just touch a little part of his clothes.
Yes.
She knew that Jesus had so much power.
Yes.
Imagine all that power in Jesus, and you didn't even have to touch him. You just touch his clothes, and you'd be healed. Yes, Therese.
That reminds me of like a light bulb. You don't have to touch a light bulb to get the light. It just comes out of the light bulb.
Cool.
And that's the way the power came out of Jesus.
That's right. That's right. There was so much, like we have Andy.
I can't open
Oh, you can't open that? Okay, ask Teresa to help you. That's great, Elisha. Thanks for the trick.
How was supposed to know about that?
Okay. Let's go on. Okay, who's next? Okay, Elisa.
A miracle. The lady was healed immediately, completely. She knew she was well and strong and whole. But then a voice spoke. Who touched me? Jesus asked. Crowds had touched him, but the lady who was healed knew. He wanted her to tell him about it. Timidly, she told him her whole story.
Okay, thank you, Alicia. So Jesus was in this big crowd, and so many people were pushing in on Jesus, and but one little woman touched him. Where did she touch him?
On his clothes.
Just on his clothes. And he turns around and he said, who touched me? And his disciples said, well, everybody's touching you, Lord. He said, no. He says, somebody touched me in a different way. They had faith in their heart, and I felt healing go out of me. And so he turned around, and the woman said, it was me. I'm the one who touched you in that way. And that tells us lots of people know Jesus, and they're bumping into him, but one woman wanted to know Jesus differently than everybody else.
Oh man, that's bad.
That sounds like, I want to know Jesus in a very special way. And that's the way the woman was. And she told him her whole story. She said, I've been sick for years and years and years, and doctors couldn't help me, but I knew if I just touched, what did she touch?
His clothes.
If I just touched the hem of your robe, I would be healed. And he looked at her and he said, your faith has made you whole. Let's watch this movie. Okay, wait a minute, let me go back again. The bug, that's okay.
The bug's going to church.
Okay, now, I want to tell you something about when a person is sick, and when this woman was bleeding a lot, and so other people thought she was not clean, and nobody wanted to touch this woman. And so you're going to see this movie about this poor woman who was bleeding a lot, but nobody wanted to be anywhere near her. She couldn't get water at the local well, and people shied away from her, and she was very lonely.
She was shunned.
She was shunned. That's right. Okay, now let's watch this movie. The only one that could really help her was Jesus.
Cartoons do help.
Here's the woman. She's cleaning. She has a rag, and the rag actually is a little bloody from where she's bleeding, and keep having to clean herself, but she's all by herself. Nobody wants to be near her, and she's very, very sad. About to get the touch, that one touch from Jesus He has done for her. Her heart is filled. He says, your faith has made you whole. She's so grateful. She's so happy. So happy she cries. Jesus is not afraid to touch this woman. Jesus is the healer, and He loves us all. She realizes He needs to go and help other people, so she lets go of Him. He turns around to continue His work, and she decides to follow Him. How do I know? I know the story very well. What? All right. Who's our next reader?
Me.
Okay, so they were on their way to Jairus' house, but this woman, she gets healed right in the middle of everything. So, we're still headed to Jairus' house, so let's continue to Jairus' house. Number one? Who's reading? Number one again?
Number one.
All right. Okay, number one. Frogman, get up. Frogman. Gribbet.
Just then,
Servants
came from Jairus' house. Their faces probably told the sad story because they spoke. Your daughter is dead. They told Jairus that it was too late. Perhaps if that lady hadn't delayed things, perhaps if dead, Jairus and her precious little girl were gone. All right. And so they get close to Jairus' house, but Jairus' servants come out and they say, it's too late, Jairus. Don't bother Jesus anymore. Your daughter is dead. But is it really too late? We don't know.
It's never too late.
Let's find. All right, let's see what Jesus says, Alicia. Alicia's going to tell us what Jesus says.
Elisa.
Jesus heard it, he answered, do not be afraid. Only believe and she will be made well. How difficult It must have been for Jairus to really believe Jesus. His daughter was dead.
Okay, thank you, Elisa. And so Jesus says to Jairus, don't be afraid, just believe. Just believe. Okay, reader number 3 or reader number 4? You want to try to read? Okay. Okay.
At the house, everybody went
And mourned.
and mourned for the girl. But no, she is not dead but sleeping. Jesus told them. They laughed at him. They knew the girl was dead.
Okay, thank you, Elijah. And so Jesus said he was sleeping. And they think he was wrong. But let's see.
Testing. Jesus put them all out, took the girl by the hand, and said, "Little girl,
Arise.
arise."
Okay.
Little girl.
Arise, arise, arise. Okay. All right. Who's next? Number 1? Huh?
5.
Number 5?
Who's 4? Who's 4?
Just wait.
Andy, are you 4?
No, I think number 5. I already went.
Oh, okay.
I number 4.
All right.
You're 5.
Elijah, you're reading like. Yeah.
What? No, you said.
Only the song leader can.
All right. Let's see what happens to this poor little girl.
Okay, Andy. Andy, look. 2.
Jairus
Jairus was
there.
there.
His wife.
His wife was there. 3 of Jesus'
Disciples.
disciples were there. They all heard Jesus. Jesus was with
With the little dead girl.
the little dead girl who
Healed them.
healed them too.
Okay. All right. What will happen to this little dead girl when Jesus talks to her? What do you think? Anybody want to guess what might happen? Danny?
Come back to life.
Let's see. Who's next? Okay. Let's see.
The dead girl heard Jesus coming, her spirit returned, and she arose. Immediately, Jesus had raised her from the dead.
Okay. Jesus raised her from the dead.
Is it almost my turn to teach?
Okay.
He gave her
Who's
bread
next?
and fruit.
Lisa.
The girl's parents were astonished, and Jesus told them to give the girl something to eat. How happy they must have felt, how grateful to Jesus. His wonderful love and power brought the daughter back from the dead.
Back from death. Okay. Let's watch the movie about this happening. All right.
Wait, don't start without me.
Who came to Jesus and fell at his feet? April?
What's it called? This girl that was very sick.
Yes, that's right.
And her name was Jairus.
Actually, she didn't have a name. Yes, Therese.
Wasn't it Jairus?
Jairus.
leader of the synagogue?
I think they both, in the two stories, both people, two
It's a
people.
good idea to fall at Jesus' feet.
Yes. Okay. What did Jairus ask Jesus to do? Jairus is the man whose daughter was
To
sick.
heal help heal her.
Okay.
Because she was dying. The story's so sad.
Why did the woman want to touch Jesus' clothes?
Because she thought that she couldn't touch her because she was very sick.
Mm-hmm. And what did she think was going to happen?
That he will become sick like her.
No, that I think that. But if she touched his clothes, what was she wanting from Jesus to do for her?
To heal her.
Yes, to heal her. What happened, Elisa? What happened when she touched Jesus' clothes? Yes. How, Danny?
Yes.
How did Jesus treat the woman who was healed?
He treated her like a daughter.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
All right. What was the news that someone from Jairus' house brought when Jesus and Jairus were on the way to his daughter, Therese?
They said, don't bother, she's already dead.
Oh.
Can't heal her now.
Okay.
Oh no.
How did Jesus show his mighty power and love for Jairus and his family? April?
Jairus, well, Jesus, like, talked in a different voice to her, and the girl heard, yeah, and they woke up.
She woke up from death.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting question. What are you asking God to do that he has not answered yet? Have you been asking God for something and you haven't?
Yes,
Yes, April, what?
I asked him for a motorcycle.
A motorcycle.
A toy motorcycle that can drive around the park.
Oh, a little motorcycle.
That can go drive by itself when I push the pedal. My grandpa had one of those, but he needs to find the battery.
Okay. Okay.
And he goes really fast. My brother tried it when he was little. He was like, and then when he stopped, it went like.
Ah. Okay. Anybody else? What have you asked God for anything?
I asked God for money.
Okay,
I
Danny.
asked God for his love.
For his love. I think God has given you some love already. Anybody else ask God for something that we haven't? Maybe He hasn't answered yet. Lisa.
I asked God for my mom and dad to get back together.
Okay.
I want
Your
that
mom and
too.
dad to get back together. I think Jesus wants that to
I
happen.
don't.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Here's the last question. How can you encourage others by what God has done for you? Danny?
So, to tell him to praise God, because it'll mean a lot to him that he hardly knows you and he wants to know you better.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Okay.
Okay. Song?
So what?
Song here?
No, this isn't the song.
Oh,
Oh, here's the song.
Oh,
Here's
no,
the
that's
song.
mine.
that's right.
That's mine. That's mine.
Are you done then?
Yeah, I'm done. But it's,
Okay.
okay.
It's
This is-
mine.
yes. It's
This
Danny's
is
turn.
my time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
All
you
right.
give Danny your mic and I'll give April my mic.
Okay.
The kids are taking over.
The kids are taking over. Okay.
She can get the regular mic.
Okay. Wait a second. Before we do this, let's do what you learned from the last lesson before we go on to another lesson. Okay? So, everybody have a seat except April.
Oh, man.
Okay, April, tell us what you learned from the lesson today. And what's going on this name tag?
That name tag is showing the girl that was very sick and had like some blood coming out of her. And she went to go get some water. The man put some water in her pot. And then someone ran into her and dropped the pot. And then the man was going to help her, but then he thought she's sick. And then she was crying. And then she went to go get God. She touched the rope, and then she be healed. Then and then this man asked Jesus to give him the daughter. And when Jesus talked to her, she awaked.
Yes. Good. You want to go say what you learned today?
Needs to buy.
You need a mic.
That you just need to believe
Yes.
Jesus will help,
Yes.
and they will be better.
Yes.
And that I learned that two people were very sick, and when they tried to believe, they tried to get God, Jesus, and Jesus had to believe, and she will be well again.
Yes. He's the one to go to, isn't he?
Yes.
Jesus is the one
Okay.
to go to.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. What I learned today is that if you believe in Jesus, then He will heal you.
Yes.
But in the meantime, this is Jesus. This like everyone was pushed her down.
Yes.
She was already so close, and she just crawled under everybody, and then touched Jesus, and then Jesus like, hey, who touched me? And then she said, I did. And he helped her up, and then everybody started following her.
Okay.
Like how she was famous.
Yes. So you don't give up. You just keep pushing and pushing until you can get to Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll